Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back here on the bridge, and today, yes, we got something to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit the like button to help the video and channel. Of course, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains to share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now, that said, here we go. Yes, captains, happy winter event 2025. So we got some ECs to drop on the latest, and of course at the end we'll give our conclusion. So we're going to start with this. So the Aetherian Salvation, a Star Trek Online original ship, can now be yours on all platforms. I am just going to say this straight, flat out, I don't like it. I don't like the look, but it is what it is. I seen a couple posts on Star Reddit comparing it to some other ship designs from other IPs, and yeah, I do agree, but personally I don't like it, but that's okay. But what we'll do right now is go over the blog here. There's another shot of it. This is the aft view, you can tell by the impulse trails. So big, two huge winged pieces, and then some sort of probably floaty bits in the middle there. So let's go over it. So command the Aetherian Salvation Tier 6. So the Aetherian Salvation, a Star Trek Online original ship, can now be yours on PC. So the ongoing run of the Infinity Lockbox on PC has been updated with the addition of an all-new starship. So brand spanking new Salvation, now in a way of being saved from danger, harm, or loss. Feels rather ironic that a vessel designed to bring our destruction would be named in such a way. Was it a coincidence, or was this part of the Aetherian propaganda all along? Whichever the case, the fact stands that the Aetherian Salvation is a ship designed to fill the ranks of the attacking fleet. Its own exotic, interdimensional topography makes it a versatile opponent capable of striking with directed energy weaponry, manipulating fundamental entropic forces in its vicinity, or boosting its output of particle or exotic particles. I wonder if we can adapt some of that technology to our own ships. Actually, computer, delete this log entry. So Alliance engineering officers deleted log entry. So sure, a lot of sometimes the background they try to give these things, it's appreciated. So this starship features a commander engineering / intelligence special seat and a lieutenant commander universal / temporal operative special seat. So intelligence starships feature active sensor arrays. This allow intel craft to gather information about their target to expose a vulnerability in their defenses via the Gather Intel series of abilities. I'm not gonna lie, I have not used this mechanic in such a long time. I try to hit it when I remember it, when I see it, but I really don't use it, to be honest. All in the ships are capable of passive warp signature masking, which grants the ship a tiny amount of stealth, rendering the undetectable at long range. This passive stealth bonus is removed when the starship activates its cloaking device. The ship comes pre-equipped with a console universal pentachoric emitter. Saying that right? Pentachoric. Sure. Upon activation for 30 seconds, 15% of your outgoing directed energy damage weapon or weapons damage will be replicated up to 10 targets in a radius of 5 clicks. Well, that doesn't sound broken at all, nor does it sound like power creep. No. This console also provides a passive bonus to hull capacity, hull restoration, shield capacity, and shield hardness of 15% of your EPG or plus 15, whichever is greater. It can be equipped in any console slot and equipped on any ship. You can only, of course, equip these once. But that sounds crazy. So upon activation for 30 seconds, 15% of your outgoing directed energy damage will be replicated up to 10 targets in a radius of 5 clicks. Fall, anyone? Anyone want to try to boost fall? Sure. Upon reaching level 5 in the ship's Starship Mastery, you will unlock the Etheric Matter Manipulation Starship trait. Aetherian's control over matter and energy goes to the point where the ship might as well be an extension of the captain's will. As such, they are capable of reconfiguring the ship systems on demand to provide different performance improvements. So, activating a captain ability will provide a stacking 30-second buff to exotic damage, EPG control, expertise, and drain expertise. Sure. Doesn't sound anything too crazy for me because I personally am not a Sci-Fu captain, but it may be for you if you are a Sci-Fu cap. But let's go over the ship details now. Of course, Tier 6, Faction Any, required rank, just complete the tutorial. and have a main allegiance. So hull mod 1.5, shield mod 1.3. It is a 4-4 weapon layout with 4 device slots. Bridge officer station, so 1 lieutenant tactical, 1 lieutenant commander science, ensign engineer, 1 commander engineer intelligence, 1 lieutenant commander universal temporal operative. So console layout, 3 tac 5 eng, 3 psi. So definitely a isomag ship, as you can tell. Base turn rate 5.5, impulse mod 0.18, inertia 65, plus 10 weapon and aux power. Of course, the universal console we already went over. The can equip dual cannons, can do the gather intel ship mechanic. It has the cruiser command arrays of strategic maneuvering, shield frequency, and weapon system efficiency. The Starship Mastery package is that of a battle cruiser. So you get plus physical and kinetic damage resistance, plus critical severity, plus energy damage resistance, plus maximum HP, and the etheric matter manipulation starship trait. Admiralty stats, Eng 61, tac inside both 33. But the special ignores psi from events, so that's kind of cool, especially if you're into paperwork. Admiralty especially. Console universal pentachoric emitter. Yes, by utilizing different sets of prisms in pentachoric arrays, Aetherians are capable of splitting and redirecting a beam of energy into many different targets, although the ongoing radiant flux is less than the original, an average of 15%. The sheer amount of maximum possible beam emissions more than compensate for this. So again, it has a 5-click radius. So notes from Borg Cooperative Research log. For 30 seconds again, upon activation, 15% of your outgoing directed energy damage will be replicated up to 10 foes in a 5-click radius. So that just sounds like more DPS if you are going for the meta. Etheric matter manipulation. So again, Aetherian's control, we've already gone through this. So activating captain ability will provide a stacking 30-second buff to exotic damage and all that stuff, if that is for you. So I read this and I'm appreciative of their original design, sort of. I kind of see where other captains are actually going with this in terms of grabbing other ship designs as, let's say, inspiration, maybe, but I can't see me flying this, no. Now, the console, if it's something that is good, I will let, of course, the meta people talk it out, like our good friend Casual SAV, aka Spencer. Tell us if this is a great console or not, or the next best thing, but it's not really tickling the aft, I should say. You know, this late in my store career, the ships that I want are definitely Federation, but really, I'm open to unique designs. This, unfortunately, is not one of them, but there you go. It says now on PC, but the actual blog said here, or at least the X said on all platforms, so I'm not quite 100% sure, but regardless, it is available today on at least the PC bridge. So there's that. Next up, here are today's patch notes. So we'll go over here. So this is for December 9. So PC and console. So General Moopsie can no longer be resurrected after expiring. I did not know that. And that actually even also applies to the Risen Walkers. Okay. On the console bridge, Universal Endeavors work as intended again. Didn't know that was a thing, or an issue. Known issue, so the 2025 Vicuri Vanity Shield is missing from the winter vendors. So Moopsie Hoodie is not currently wearable by the Benzites, Saurians, Lethians, and or Nausicaans. The species will be able to wear this outfit in the future. So just some text stuff. So the name of the Voktar's template in the Starship customization interface is not listed as Voktar. The Aetherian Salvation T6 reward pack should state that you receive 1.5 hull mod and 1.3 shield modifier instead of 1.3 hull mod and 1.5 shield mod, so it's just reverse. Some text will be displayed in English, even if the game language isn't set to German. We're aiming to implement these translations in one of our upcoming maintenances. So nothing too crazy there. So go to the next one. So with the arrival of the Aetherian Salvation in the Infinity Lockbox on PC, captains can also profit from discounts on keys in the Lobi store. So 20%, again, Q4, and I'm just talking from a sales point of view, You would think you would actually try to boost sales as much as you can. I understand the sort of the thought behind this. Of course, don't make it your best so that you can still get as much profit from it. But really, last part of the year, why not go all out? Why not go 30%, 35, 40, dare I say 50? That happened before in the Lobi store, 50. Bring it back, Deca or Cryptic, whatever. Bring it back. So, anyways, so 15% sale on keys from December 9th, and this goes up until the 16th. Now, for a limited time, of course, the keyring bundle is also back. That, of course, comes with a ultimate tech that you can apply to get your gear up to Mark 15 gold quality with 0 dilithium cost. So the promotional bundle will be available again December 9th to the 16th as well. Now, also the Lobi Consortium is pleased to announce their sale. So also from the 9th to the 16th, a 20%. See, if you're going to make a sale, like we just went over a blog like in the last week here, or 2 weeks, where the same blog, I think, feel like it was for the console bridge, where there was like a 20% sale off, for example, on keys, but then a 50% sale off on Lobi. Like, just make it the same. Just be consistent, right? But there you go. There is also a sale for the Lobi store for the same 20% off. Again, I will say should be higher because it's the end of the year. Q4, we want to try to get the actual sales numbers up. And with a higher sale, you get a bigger chance, higher chance of getting more sales in. So there is that. And of course, now I was reading this yesterday and it said 8 a.m. Pacific time, but really it was actually 11 a.m. Pacific time, which is their normal. So again, as we noted from the video this morning, they are now back to the Cryptic Studios Twitch channel, which is right here. So this is the next video that we'll be working on. We're gonna log this. Happens here on the YouTube bridge so that anyone that missed it, you can watch it here. But we're back to their channel, a Cryptic Studio. So that's the thing. That is definitely a thing. So, and again, they made mention of it here again. But on the stream, they had, of course, Counselor Sana, they had Thomas Marone, game designer Mayo, Uribi, Jeremy Randall, of course. And of course, this is going to be the last stream of the year, so definitely we're going to record this for you, Caps, and put it here on the bridge. Lastly, so season's greetings. I'm in the mood to celebrate, and what better way than to be charitable to you mortals. So throughout your time in my Winter Wonderland, you'll be able to acquire some complimentary goodies. Today, I have something from my esteemed Winter Wonderland chef, Neelix. So happy holidays. My quest to boldly bake what no one has baked before, I have created some wonderful dishes. Q has graciously asked me to supply you with some. I can hear him in my mind. Just to try. For today, Ripple Berry Fruitcake, my favorite. So Q's wonderful gifts in a new promotional event in which all our players receive a gift every 2 days during our Q's Winter Wonderland event. So today's gift, 5 Ripple Berry Fruitcake, can be found in the promotions tab until December 11th. So here's an image of it here. And this is showing of all the things that we'll be getting. And if you look at this, there's the cake, some candles, so I'm guessing some of the ornament stuff that we'll get to, the favors from the winter event, skill boost, more stuff from the winter event, some keys, more stuff, a Phoenix prize pack, could be an epic, maybe, who knows, some Vulcan essence, milk maybe, some other stuff there, and a promotional box. So we'll try to make sure that we cover this on the bridge, but at least we'll know what we're getting with this image here. Now we'll quickly head over to the Stowe Bridge so that we can show you, Caps, especially if you're new here, to Star Trek Online, where you can get them. So at the very top right of your screen here, you go here to the Visit the Zen store. You go over to the promotions tab, and boom, right there, same image, but you get the 5 Ripple Berry Fruitcake. What does it do? Well, this festive consumable will restore some of your hit points and give you a 10% bonus to damage resistance for a short time. It can only be used out of combat. So there you go. You claim that bad boy. I would recommend just claiming it on the tune you want. This is probably just a one-time thing, but it'll also show how much time we have. So this is going to be every 2 days. Claim that. I'm on my main tune anyways. He gets all the goodies, and there you go. It should be in your inventory. It says new. Don't worry about my inventory. And look, it was it took out the last spot. Don't worry about my inventory caps. Don't worry about it. So anyways, that is the video. That is the latest from the X feed, the latest from Star Trek Online. Again, happy 2025 Winter Wonderland to my captains. Hopefully you started enjoying the festivities. We definitely will be later tonight. So do us a favor, hit the like button, comment below. Let us know what you think of the new ship here, the Aetherian Salvation. I am not a big fan. We'll actually go back here to show that of it personally. But it is a thing here in Star Trek Online now, so to those who are wanting it, well, there you go. Another Aetherian ship added to Star Trek Online. Of course, if you're new here, again, subscribe to the YouTube bridge, and we'll leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.